Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be a whole lot of fun. It's a little bit modern meets vintage, which I love both those styles. So infused into one is especially beautiful. Now typically I don't like to infuse too much modernness of pinup. I still like it to be very pinup. But today's look is sort of an exception. I think it works and I think it's not too old looking but still pulls you in that whole ideal. And let's face it, I look fairly modern, so it works, I think. Anyways, sometimes whenever I'm doing pinup looks anyways, there's not like enough smoke in the outer corner for me personally, and I love shadows. And this might be a bit much with the sort of done up lip, but who cares? We haven't done a tutorial in a while, and so I thought it would be a whole lot of fun. The next tutorial I do will involve some color because I know I owe that to you guys. We've been doing some neutrals for some time now, and they're just usually what I prefer to wear when I'm working in a salon because I feel the majority of people look good in their special occasion photos with neutrals. So I usually sort of follow that whole beat. If I think it looks good on a lot of people, I will wear it. So that being said, that philosophy can apply to YouTube, but we're all here for YouTube makeup too. We love that stuff. We're gonna be doing the first giveaway we've done in a long time, and I don't love doing giveaways because whoever doesn't win the prize, or if they don't hear about the prize being given out, they assume that you did a fake giveaway. So I will be doing a follow-up video for the person who I'm giving this away to. I don't feel I have that influence or draw on my channel in a negative way, so I think it'll be fun to do one. My very first giveaway I ever did ended very negatively, so I've never been a big fan of them. But today we're going to be giving away one of the Mojo Beauty brushes, and very simple rules. Just go ahead, watch this video, and comment down below, and whoever comments on this video I will enter in the draw. And have fun with this fun Mojo Beauty brush giveaway. And the Mojo Beauty brush is a Kabuki F10, and I will send it out to you via UPS, and so we'll have a week for this giveaway. So to get started on today's look, I've already applied all my face moisturizers, serums, eye cream, all that wonderful skincare goes underneath your makeup to protect your skin and help seal in your makeup, give it a fuller appearance and long lasting. For my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Base in number 1. You can also take number 2, but number 2 is significantly darker. And we're just going to be filling in under the arch of the brow bone, which could clean up any stray hairs or little ingrown hairs that are possibly growing back in right underneath your brow bone. So we're just going to go ahead and put that all in with our finger. The warmth of our finger will melt the wax. And what I like about the wax base is it really helps adhere our shadows without having to use silicone, which is a known eye irritant. I have pulled out all the stops, basically all my wonderful goodies that I kind of plan on incorporating in some way in today's look. And now I know it looks like a lot, but you can use like colors if all else fails. Today we're taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Maya Mia palette for sure, and it's just a good entourage grouping of nudes, neutrals, and they're all fairly matte. This palette does retail for about $29, so it's actually fairly budget friendly, which I really like. And this is one company I've been turning to more and more, even long before a lot of companies had sold out. I've been liking my Anastasia Beverly Hills products. I also quickly grabbed my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to show it to you today so you can kind of see the arrangement of colors I'm planning on using in case you have like a Coastal Scents, a BH, anything related to makeup palette. And then I have 2 pigments, a nude with gold shimmer and a purple with a lot of shimmer, pink shimmer mainly. So those are kind of the color things I'm planning on playing with, and it is inspired by the pedicure I did yesterday for Manicure Monday, which I have been doing on Instagram, Mani Monday, Manicure Monday. Sometimes it's a pedicure, sometimes it's a manicure with me. And then for my blush, I think I want to go with purple tones, and I selected the Josie Maran Argan Infiniti Lip and Cheek Creamy Oil. This is based on their best-selling, oil, Argan Infiniti butters and stuff like that, and they started doing them in colors last year, I think. Anyways, huge into that, and Josie Maran often gets kind of forgotten. Anyways, also Hourglass Magenta. I have to go ahead and take this because I recently just like my entire cart of stuff fell on the ground, and I'm so grateful that these are not broken. And it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blushes, and this is the shade Radiant Magenta. To me, it is sort of a warm toned, otherwise cool toned pink, if that makes any sense. It's got gold veining in it. Otherwise, it's very cool toned. So I'm kind of working with a very blushy, kind of fun look. So for my brushes today, I'm going to be mainly taking the Delium Tools Green Bamboo brushes. And what I like about these brushes is the arrangement of styles at an extremely affordable price. And of course, the color doesn't hurt either. They're beautiful. So to get started on today's look, we're going to start by taking a highlight color that is close to our skin tone. This is going to change on everybody. So go take what works for you. I'm going to be taking Nude today. And just patting my Delium Tool 777 brush in there, and just whatever really works underneath the arch of your brow bone. Some people's brushes will be bigger, wider, fluffier than others. So just go ahead and take what works for you. And we're just gonna go ahead and pat this underneath the arch of the brow bone. We're gonna be taking Delium Tool 787 and dipping into Warm Taupe, which is that matte sort of transition-y shade. And we're just gonna go into the center of the crease, starting in the outer corner, which is where we want the majority of the color saturation, and start blending. And for the arch of the brow bone, we're going to be taking Vanilla, and we're going to go ahead and put this sort of fun sparkly color underneath the arch of the brow bone. If necessary, go ahead and shake out the loose pigment from your brush. So at this point, your eyes should look similar to this, and if you have a very different shape than I do, they can look different, but that's okay. And I'm going to be taking a little bit of Sienna, which is this sort of really warm, nutty brown. This is a very pigmented color, so I like to dab a little bit on each eye and then move it. Kind of like doing foundation, really. And we're gonna take Sweet Dreams. It's definitely one thing I like to do is grab some stuff and keep in mind what I want to do as an end result. And I'm gonna take the Delium Tool 777 again. It would actually make a really gorgeous highlight on deeper skin tones. Now to really smoke this out and just sort of dazzle it up, we're going to be taking Deep Brown, which is that really fun color right there. And we're going to take the Delium Tool 787. Smoke it out. And now we're going to be taking the Ben Nye Magic Color Pencil in black, and it's just a rich, very rich black. And you can see I've used a lot of it. And today we're going to be taking Madame Glam Liquid Mineral Foundation, the shade Ultra Beige. You can tell I've used this and I've loved it a ton. Mojo Beauty Brush. And this was sent to me for review, and you can get it on mojobeauty.com. Comes in this really nice little slender case. This is the vegan Kabuki. Has a awesome opalescent handle. And this is the Powder F10. Just has that very nice flat top. And I really like synthetic brushes all the way around because they don't shed. Especially great when you're applying liquid foundation. It's just incredibly impossible to get those little hairs off your face once they're in there. So I'm just going to take this top of my brush and stamp that in. And this is a 2 sheer foundation if you apply it with the top flat brush. If you apply it with a paddle brush, it's going to give you fuller coverage. So it's real versatile. Let's go back in for a little bit more fun, and we're going to go ahead and take Glisten in the inner corner of the eye. for the outer corner of the eye, I'm going to go in with Sienna, which is one of the warm tones we took in a look. I'm going to be taking deep brown. And so you can take a pointed brush or you can take a paddled brush. It really just depends on you. This is going to give you a really soft, smoky look if you do it on the bottom lash line with a little bit of concealer underneath it. If you do it with the pencil as a base, it's going to look a little harder. And then this is, of course, is another option. It's not going to be as smoky because if you use just the tips, it's going to be even finer than this pencil brush. So just something to keep in mind. My eyes are already large, so there's like an extent of smoke to which I like to sort of end my shadow blending game at. So I've already applied my mascara. I currently am still using the Too Faced Better Than Sex, simply because it is what I have. I honestly haven't had to buy a mascara yet, so thank goodness for that because it hasn't always really been in my budget. So for lashes, I've been taking something super unconventional that has saved me a lot of money. These lashes are like $2 for $2, almost $2 for a pack of 10 lashes. So some websites will say 20 lashes, and what they mean is 1 and 2. I don't buy from them because they're usually a little overly marked up. These aren't fancy lashes by any means, but what I like about them is you can get a lot of wears out of them. These have already been worn twice, and they're fabric lashes, and they come very long, so you do have to trim them. And if lashes is something you want to get well versed in, these are fun to play around with and figure out. And cutting lashes is very easy. You just trim the band, you don't trim the lash itself. And with these, they're very easy to figure out where to trim them. So when you pull them out, they're gonna have strings on them. That actually helps you just like pop it right on if you're brand new, and then you can trim the ends. Of course, I don't like to ever get scissors anywhere near my eye, so I trim them beforehand. That's just my personal preference. Just as long as the glue doesn't stay there, it could either mean you put on too much glue or it could mean that the glue is old. I've already started cooking my flat irons. That's all ready to go. We'll be done with the face in a little bit. I'm going to take the Josie Maran Argan Infiniti Boundless Berry blush. Sometimes I forget to take my cream blushes and I'll have them sitting here, but today I'm going to remember. You don't want more pigment than you want base in your blush because the product really won't work very well. I usually don't revive any products. You can just use your foundation brush, your concealer brush, whatever, to melt the cream into the skin. Sometimes the hand isn't always your best option. If you got any on your hands, go ahead and take a very strong, like shower gel, whatever, get all that off. Touch your clothes, it sucks real bad. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the Plain Jane Beauty angle brush, and we're just gonna dip into my diffused ambient lighting powder and quickly set all under the eye. And these eyes are a little dark for summer, so just to give it a little bit of a high shine. I like the eyebrows the way they are, so I don't think I'm gonna touch them up at the end of this video, but I am going to take a really tiny like hand mirror, pure pursed compact, whatever, and just quickly line over the glue. And if you've seen that on anybody before, it's either black glue or coloring in the glue with eyeliner. So those are the refining details that create that. I can't believe those aren't your eyelashes, look. So for powder, I'm going to be taking the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls from Physicians Formula, and this is in Beige Pearl. And this is a perfect skin brightener, skin awakener, whatever you want to call it. I recently came out with a cream, a light, and a dark, and I have not touched the cream yet. I'm still a little skeptical of the cream one, but I'm going to be taking the contour one. I think the cream would be lovely where I'm skeptical about it. I've actually had wonderful cream bronzers in the past that I really, really love, but they're also very, very natural. And I've had wonderful cream highlighters in the past, but I'm not quite sure about some of the tones because I know they're a little contradictory. And sometimes when you're putting on, I guess, colors that are kind of like wrong after you've been doing it right for a while and it made a difference, doesn't translate. And this is the last time we are using these lashes because they've already been worn once or twice, maybe even more than that. And we're just going to place some mascara at the base of our natural lash to give them a boost, and this may transfer to the false lash. So that's why I'm stating, if your lashes are on its last leg, this is where you get to have some fun with them. Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics and Anime. With a bold lip, you really want to get that line in there. Really strong and good. And then for lip color, we're going to be taking Wet n Wild's Silk Finish in 15 Minutes of Flame. And I personally decided something was off about the hairdo you saw when I was doing the lips, and so I just tinted it into a kind of a fun, fancier version of a gym bun because I think it goes with polka dots. So that is it for today's video, and I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. It's all coming out. The zipper was undone. I'll see you guys later. Bye.